Hey everybody, it's Lishandre back with another video. Okay, so if you like my work, please subscribe to me on Instagram at Lishandre. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, the subscribe button, so that you can get more notifications about when I post my videos, which is on Sundays if you didn't already know. So I'm doing a portrait today, and Black Widow finally came out, you guys. Last year it was supposed to come out, and then it had the big pandemic, and so it got pushed back. And so it's out now, and I went to go see it today actually, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. It was so good. I love her sister. She's like my favorite, but I like her in Little Women. But if you haven't guessed already, I'm doing a portrait of Black Widow herself, Scarlett Johansson. And I'm using charcoal today, you guys. I like charcoal. It's I don't want to say it's not messy, because it is messy. Like, my hands are like black, really black. Like, I mean, I'm black, but they're like black. Anyways, and the way that I'm doing it is, sometimes you'll see people and they'll start off white paper and they'll just start drawing. Or you may see people add, like how you see me do when I started the video, when I just added like some charcoal powder to the paper. And that's called like a subtractive method, which basically means that, I'm adding some values like that, but I'm going to be doing a lot of taking away. And that basically means I'm going to be doing like some erasing to kind of create my values as well, other than just kind of drawing them and blending, stuff like that. And I kind of like that method because, I don't know, you just get this really nice, I can't think of what the word is that I want to use, but I like how it looks in the end. But here you can see I kind of like start like basically like blocking out my dark shadows. And I'm not using charcoal just yet. I'm using Vine Mist charcoal, but it's like a it's not as heavy as regular charcoal. So like if I wiped it away, it'll pretty much wipe away for the most part. Like I can wipe it away a little bit, but like if you really wipe it away, it'll be gone. So it's really easy to like work with, and like if you make mistakes and things like that, you can go back and fix them. But you can see I'm just kind of like placing my shadow areas everywhere, and trying to figure out where I put the light areas are, where the dark areas are at. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start putting in those eyes. Okay, I'm gonna put those in there. Okay, it's been promising, good so far. Okay, so now I went ahead and I'm actually using the actual charcoal now, so you can see how much darker that is, because it's like it's the real stuff. It's like bam in your face, and that's why I like charcoal. Like, I love it because like you get these really nice dark values, and sometimes I feel like with pencil you don't get that as fast, which is like, I guess that's impatient, right? But it takes a lot of building up when you have to work with pencil and graphite. Where charcoal, you kind of it's a little bit more expedient. So I'm able to get these darker values a lot faster. Only thing that's not great about it is you get these darker values. So it's like if it's down there, it's down there. Like it's gonna be really hard to like kind of lift it up. And you can see that I'm kind of using an eraser to get my light values up. And it's not like I'm making like these little perfect areas, because I just like there's like little spots that are like lighter than other areas. And so I'm kind of trying to go around there. And I'm using a kneaded eraser, you guys. And if you see to my right, I got an electric eraser. I'm so excited because I'm just like, I never had one before. And I'm like, yes. And so I finally get to try it today, you guys. But this is like, this process, I feel like it's a lot of give and take. Like, you gotta keep going back and forth. Like, take a little bit away, add a little bit, take a little, add some more. And it could be a little tedious, but I like it. It's kind of like sculpting, and I'm no sculptor, but I like this process. In fact, I don't really like 3D medium whatsoever. That's not my thing. Then kind of going in and kind of adding darker values and then have like more darker areas because it was like all looking a little bit like one tone. And you don't really want that because we have like our face or any like surface pretty much. It doesn't have just one or two tones. Like you get like a variety of tones. And you really want to see that, especially in faces. Okay, I'm gonna go in here using my eraser and then basically I'm doing my highlight areas, but then we're going back over it to soften it up a little bit because I don't want them these harsh highlight areas. I mean, sometimes you do have those, okay, but I feel like it helps build up the thickness of the hair. When you have like some that are like dark and then you have some that's kind of light and you have some that's kind of like a mid-tone kind of color, and so that's what I'm kind of trying to go with. Trying to get like both like a dark and light like that. So you can kind of get an idea. You can see some of the strands over here. And it looks really good. I'm working on like her lips, so I'm gonna like go back and making it a little bit darker. And her chin area, because you kind of just see this little line where her chin starts. And I'm gonna go back over there and work on that a little bit more. And sometimes, as you see that in my hand, that was like my rag. Sometimes I use the rag, sometimes I use fingers. It just kind of depends. And I don't really want like a fully finished look. I'm gonna kind of leave it a little bit more more sketchy, more in progress, I guess to say. And if you're wondering why I have tape on around my paper, it's because I like borders. I feel like it makes everything look better. I love borders. I teach at a middle school and I have my kids put borders on everything. I'm still figuring out like the whole border thing because literally they can't put it on straight to save their life. But I'm trying to come up with ways that's maybe a better way to explain it to them. But yeah, it is so satisfying when you take that tape off and say, oh my gosh, it's all white and crisp and it looks stunning. Okay, so again, you can see I'm kind of going back and adding my darker values in the hair because you have like these hair areas and they have darker spots. They're not like just strands either. Like you don't want to treat them as just strands. Like when you see the hair, like you'll see like more like kind of clumps or like clumps of like darker colors or lighter colors. I feel like that's kind of hard to explain. And going back up here and making the hair a little darker. I gotta say, you guys, I am not mad about this. Like I like how it turned out, and I feel like she's gonna be a lot harder to draw, or maybe I'm getting better. Yeah, she's getting better. She's getting better. She's getting better. Anyways, like I really enjoyed doing it. It was a lot of fun, and I'm probably doing another charcoal one because I love charcoal. I hate that my hands get dirty. That's not true. I used to hate my hands get dirty. Now it doesn't bother me so much. It's like I didn't put no work in if they're not dirty, you know. I'm gonna go back in there, add some darker values in there. Yes. And go ahead and make this top look a little darker. So every time you do lips, like always, like the top lip is always darker than the bottom lip because the bottom lip kind of sticks out a little bit more. So more light is going to hit the bottom lip. And I go and like kind of like clean up some of the edges, like the top of her forehead. I thought that was like a little fuzzy. I'm gonna go in and kind of like on those hair a little bit more. Okay, I went ahead and like used my kneaded eraser and I got some of the light out of the lips a little bit, made a little lighter areas. All right, and I gotta say, you guys, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it looks dope. I love it. Yes, yes. Let me darken that up a little bit, okay? Look like little finer touches. And this is it, you guys. Oh, I'm so happy. I love it. Okay, you guys. So again, if you like this video, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.